I am Idika Imeri, and this is our Friday night program. And I want to thank you very much for coming to share with us. I want to remind you to please pray for Miss Zelina. Please remember her in your prayer. She lost her uncle. So please do remember Miss Zelina in your prayer. Also, I want you to pray for my little daughter, Esther, in Norway. I want you to pray for Esther in Norway. She went through a minor something, but it's serious too. It's for strengthening of something, and that is good. So do remember my daughter in prayer. Also, I want you, Chantel, what's the name of the baby? Is it Zach?
Zachariah.
Zachariah. Do remember Zachariah in prayer as he heals. As he heals. Thank God for Anne. Anne, you are a wonderful mom. Shante, you are a wonderful mom. Also, remember the family of Zola. Remember to pray for the family of Zola. Now, I won't tell you why, but you need to pray for them. It's not something serious, but pray for their family. Pray that God will bless that family. It's very, very important to me. Also, I want you to remember Roslyn. You all know Roslyn, my protector and my fighter. Remember Roslyn to pray for her, for God to bless her. All right. Tonight, I want to bring something to your attention that you have to be careful about. There are two things and more that I have spotted in the Bible. And when I spotted this particular one, it was like a kick by a horse on my belly. I stood for a while to look at this. What brought me this far to where I am today in the United States is one gift that I have. It's called the gift of curiosity, adventure, exploration of life. Going near to observe, to look at something for yourself. And that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm learning. I'm exploring. Why? Because that is the spirit of God the Father. That is what is behind the Holy Ghost. That is what is in the Holy Ghost. And that is what is in our God Jesus. Some people enjoy calling Jesus Lord, but they are afraid calling him God because they are confused. He is my God if he is not your God. And I'm proud to say that. This life, there are certain words that you see in the blessing that tells you that it's about adventure, carefulness, in adventuring, in exploring, in your curiosity, in your experimentation, because those are the things that will carry you through and push you. So what I'm telling you about success is not just about money and material resources. It's about how to be successful with God too. In your worship, in your prayer, in your entertaining Him. Get this. See, have dominion, replenish, subdue, rule over. What do you think that means? These are articles of your job on the earth. They are not articles for God. They are articles of the law for you. How do you make them work? Is by activating them with your words and action. Have dominion, rule, replenish, subdue. These are powerful words. They are not history words. They are not specialization in ancient archaeology or ancient history. These are things that make life work for you. Where are we going with this? The earth and life itself is an opportunity. Jesus is an opportunity. The Holy Ghost is an opportunity. God the Father is an opportunity. Angels are opportunities. Another human being who qualifies, remember my word, another human being who qualifies is an opportunity for you to learn, to explore, and to become somebody. To negotiate. When you are telling somebody that you love the person, don't you know that you are doing a business? The little things you are saying, if you can develop that as a business skill, you do well in money and material resources. Because you are able to manipulate people with your words and your action and your body and your talents. Think about that. And you don't know that what you are doing is negotiation. Why? Because you think that you found an opportunity in that person. Life is about exploring opportunities. Do not wait. Listen to the key here. Do not wait for opportunities to come to you. Go out and look for opportunities. When you find one opportunity and you're willing to work on it, then it will open doors for you to begin to see so many other opportunities available for you. And you will start asking yourself, where were they all this time? It's because you didn't look. In the ancient times, that's how, but you have to wait until springtime to start cultivating the soil again. But now we've broken all the rules. You can plant indoors. You can overcome the laws of physics, the laws of biology, the laws of chemistry. You can. And all of this happens through opportunities. Joseph was in prison, wrongfully so. And two gentlemen who worked with the king, who served the king directly. They did not serve somebody under the king. One is the one that fetches the wine, drink it a little bit, and wait. If he doesn't drop dead, then he pours for the king to drink. the cupbearer, the wine bearer, the one who bring him water, the one, everything that the king drinks, wine, liquor, water, he's responsible for keeping the king alive in that area. And making sure that the goblet that he bring the water or the wine is gold. You have to know that. And then the baker, the one who is responsible for the belly of the king, his appetite in terms of food, was also thrown to jail. And what did Joseph do? He spotted an opportunity to be of help to two of them. He went back to his giftedness. He recognized that he has the gift of interpreting dreams, just as I do. It's one of the biggest gifts that I have. There is no dream you will tell me that I do not know what it means. Why? Because the one who is in me, within me, through me, I don't like that word saying he's behind me. With me is the one that does it through me. It's a gift that kicks in automatically. I don't need to pray about, if you are telling me about a dream, I don't need to pray. It's automatic. It just kicks in. It's amazing how that happens. Listen carefully. Joseph saw these two men and he spotted an opportunity. He inquired about them and he realized they came from the royal palace. He said, whoa! That's the man that I want to do business for. That's the man that I want to serve. I want to work for that man. I want to live in the palace. I want to be in that palace. I don't want to work for any other man. Why? I have worked for Potiphar. His wife threw me in jail. His wife and the husband, they threw me in jail. They accused me wrongly. I work for my earthly father, Jacob. What did I gain? His sons sold me. So I don't need to deal with second-class people. I want to deal with the guy who had the money, the guy who is in charge of everybody, the guy who owns the country, the guy who runs the show. I'm not going to work under any of his commander. So this is an opportunity for me, and I'm going to seize it. So he started looking for a way to be of help to them. He interpreted their dreams, and when they were leaving jail, leaving Joseph still there as the manager of jail. So let me tell you, some people have determined and defined that you are going to be a manager of jail, manager of people with troubles. Do you think that I enjoy to be in charge of people with troubles? No. I want to be in charge of happy people, wealthy people, high-class people, people who come to me to learn, to apply, and to be successful. That's what I want to be in charge of. Not constantly people who have problems, because it can tear you down. Every day, if you have to deal with people with problems, pretty soon you will be a mental case yourself. Because you need good news. You need to be seeing good things and hearing good things also. If not, you'll become a mental case. So all of Joseph's life as a young man, he has been in charge of other people's business, other people's families, other people's wives, other people's husbands, other people's children, other people's money, wealth, real estate, never his own. He went into jail. He now became the manager of the jail. The person who is supposed to be the boss of the jail went on vacation, left to Joseph to run it. The thing was not even his. The jail was not even that Joseph owned the jail, so I had to say that he's going to make money from it. Others are making money from it. And he's just an empty-head manager. And everywhere he went, God blessed that place and blessed the people who own the place. Like Potiphar's house, God blessed. The person who ran the jail, God blessed. Joseph wasn't blessed. So he came to his senses finally and said, you know what? So while many of you think it was God opening opportunities for Joseph, God opens a door so that you can walk into it. Please write that down. It's a very powerful key. God opens a door so that you can walk into it. He is not the one who is coming to make you walk into it. You are going to walk into it. So he saw opportunity with these two gentlemen. He solved their dream problems, interpreted their dreams, and they were recalled back to their job. One was hanged. The cupbearer continues to work. The baker was hanged out of favor. And what happened? They forgot about Joseph. But Joseph has already planted a seed. So listen to the seed that he planted. It was this seed. When you go out there, he did not say, go and talk to the commander of the army, the commander of the fleets, the ship, the navy, the marine, the air force, the police department, or the immigration. No. He said, put a word for me. Tell Pharaoh about me and my talent and what a good man I am and what I'm capable of doing to help him too. That I am being thrown into prison without justice, without trial, nothing. So tell the king that something has gone wrong concerning me and that I want to save under him. I want him. I don't want anybody else. I don't care whether he's a Christian or not, because Pharaoh wasn't a Christian. Pharaoh wasn't a Jew. He was not a worshiper of the Most High God. Please remember this. Because some of you, God will open doors for you through people who are not Christians. Hindus, Buddhists, Taoists, the Tao, D-A-O practitioners, Shintoists, different people, Muslims, Buddhists, Hindus. Don't go into their religion. Explore power and business with them. That's all. And if they are your boss, honor them, respect them, love them, spoil them, so that they can keep promoting you. Remember that story I told you of the owl that live near the river? The owl, the husband owl will go and fish and will bring some big, nice, succulent fish from the river and will go into the nest. And he will drop it gently into the nest where the female, the wife is. And the wife won't eat it because love is in the air. So the husband owl will now tear the tough skin open and start feeding the female. And you come back tomorrow morning after feeding her so good with that succulent and juicy fish. Sometimes he will feed her the entire fish, and she will tell him, the wife will tell him that she still needs more fish, and he will go out again and wait until he see a fish come up and snatch it and bring it and come and feed her. In the morning you come back, she has started dropping some golden eggs, some wonderful eggs. The more he feeds her with some juicy fish or fishes, the more she lays more eggs, and they will have more babies. If owls know how to do that, what about you? Owls know how to play love than human beings. Tell me about it. And many of you, your wives or your husband, do not know that the more they spoil you, the more the best in you come out. The more you will be useful to them. So Joseph said, I want the king. I don't want anybody else. If Joseph knew how to spot opportunity and planted a seed, I think it was like 3 years passed or something like that. Then the king had a dream. And that was how the cupbearer remembered Joseph. When nobody was able to interpret the king's dream, he said, there is a Hebrew in jail, and he's gifted in this area. Pharaoh said, and he said, I have done wrong. I was supposed to tell you about this guy. And that is how Joseph became the god and goddess and governor and the minister of foreign and internal affairs all in one. And Pharaoh relaxed for the first time. And Joseph was able to make that guy a lot of money. In fact, he gave him what no human being has ever given to a king. He gave him the entire nation. And all the land and all the people and all the animals, he gave it. And then he gave that Pharaoh life. He spotted opportunity. And when he came before Pharaoh, he planted another seed. He spotted another opportunity. After interpreting the dream, he will have said, okay, this is the end of the dream. Thank you, Pharaoh. And then like some of us will do, and then we start waiting to see him make moves. Because that's what a lot of us do. We start waiting to see, how is God going to do this? And then you start, can I use the restroom so that you can go there and start praying in tongues for the Holy Ghost to come and do for you what you are supposed to do for yourself? You never hear that Joseph prayed from the time that he was in jail to the time that he was given governorship of Egypt. You never hear that he prayed. Why? Because he already had God in him. He already had God. He knew that God was there. So there's no use bothering God about it. It's now your turn to explore the opportunity before you. So after interpreting the dream, and Pharaoh loved interpretation, Joseph now spotted another opportunity. He said, this is my time. This is my season. My years is about to begin. My new year is today, not tomorrow. He said, Pharaoh, I have something to tell you. Pharaoh said, go ahead. Go ahead, boy. I'm listening. Because many of you do not know that people who have money, there's a lot of money in the world. Money is waiting to come to you. If you can find opportunity and you can release a talent, an idea, people will come to do business with you. Many of you will be surprised that I don't criticize people anymore because I've done all the prophecy I need to do. I've done it. And now I need to build a foundation for each of you and for our business and ministry and for myself too. So I don't have time for all that thing. Except God moves me into it, then I go into it. I don't go to him to find out things. I let him tell me things like Joseph did and the rest of the prophets. Because those who want to push it will have problems like Elijah and Moses and the rest of them. I don't want that. Or like John the Baptist. No. I have a crowd coming. I have a crowd. I've seen a crowd coming. And I need to be wise. June 18, I crossed into a different world. So if I cannot say a good thing about you, I'll be quiet and do business with you and love you. Because I want to save life. So Joseph said to the king, by the way, during these 7 years of plenty, you are going to need a man. You are going to need a human being who will be the administrator of food, the minister of agriculture. You're going to need somebody who is going to build storehouses, like is that silos or silos, whatever they call them. You're going to need somebody who's going to build storage places all over Egypt and bring in the plenty that is coming or that has started. Dry them, freeze them, and store them so that when the years of famine come, when there will be nothing, while the entire world is suffering because they don't have this knowledge we have, this opportunity we have, then we will not just have food for the entire nation, we will be selling and making money in the days of famine. I want to begin from there. We will be selling and making money. Are you aware that while other nations were broke, Joseph made Egypt rich? So while you are looking at the Bible from the perspective of prayer only, are you looking at the Bible from the perspective of trading something for something? Using your gift to make money, to make business, while you are still a prayer warrior. Joseph used his talent, his supernatural gift for money and material resources while he remained a faithful worshiper of Yahweh, Elohim. Think about that. Every relationship with God will result always in the supernatural, in success, in the miraculous, in money, in material resources, in the acquisition of real estate and land, always, all day, time. So what I'm telling you is not imagination. What I'm telling you is what I have discovered about the Bible. It's all about getting land. It's all about getting a car. It's all about getting, because God's primary desire for you is joy, which is supernatural, happiness, which is mind and earthly. Because he knows that if you don't eat, you will not be happy. You can't pray with an empty, swollen belly. You can't pray when you don't have money in your account. If you can pray, then you must be a super person. But I don't think it will be genuine. To be fake. Fake ye. Mary, you hear me? Fake ye. God wants you to be a shakara person. Shakara person. A person of high shakara. When people talk, you talk. If they bring money, you bring money. Material resources, you have abundance. So that you can love deeply and love faithfully. Because at the end of the day, lack of money and material resources will always result in divorce and separation and cheating. Let's carry on. I'm going to return back to this tomorrow about how one man's dream, an interpretation of another man's dream, resulted in making an entire nation to survive a famine and in making money for a nation. He boasts the stock market jumped in 7 years' time, and it has never been like that ever since. When Joseph left, when he was reassigned, and when that Pharaoh was reassigned, Egypt has never had such a good economy. And it happened when there was famine. Tomorrow, we'll be talking about how to spot opportunity even in the time of famine. And remind me, I'll be telling you the story of Isaac. I'll be telling you the story of Isaac. And I will link it again with the story of Joseph from where we stopped today. How many people have been helped? Who? Please speak up. Speak up, speak up, speak up. How many people have been helped tonight? Okay, I hope you are seeing what I'm seeing. I hope you are seeing what I'm seeing. And then Pharaoh said to Joseph, who is a better person to do this kind of thing that you are telling us? Who? Who among my magicians? Who among my scientists can do this? You can see into the supernatural. Then that means that you can take care of our belly. You can serve us food-wise. You can keep us alive. We need to eat. We need to ride our chariots. We need to have a good army so that nobody come and conquer us. Who will be able to do this kind of thing except you? Therefore, I appoint you to be next to me from now on. And then he called the people in charge of the prison. Can you bring me his record? Everything that has to do with him, all the paperwork that has to do with this man, all the paperwork about his imprisonment, bring them to me. And they brought it to Pharaoh. And what do you think Pharaoh did with it? Did you think that Pharaoh kept the prison records of Joseph? Did you think that he kept it? Huh?
No.
And then Pharaoh must have called Potiphar and said, bring me the record of the cell of this guy as a slave to you. Bring me that record. What do you think he did with those two records? He burnt them so that they do not exist in history. Do you know why? Because he cannot have a slave, somebody who was a slave, as second in command. He cannot have a record of somebody who was in jail as a governor of Egypt. So he burned and tore them so that they don't exist. I want you to be aware of it. All this happened because a young man had the sensitivity. He was sensible enough to know when God has provided an opportunity, or to know when the universe, because there are two ways you find opportunity. In fact, three. Please write it down. There are three ways to spot opportunities. God make it happen for you. That's number one. Number two, the universe make it happen for you. Number three, human beings make it happen for you. And then number four, there are four actually. You make it happen for yourself. That's number four. You make it happen for yourself. I want to stop here for tonight. This is very, very important to me. What I'm telling you, I attach so much value to what I'm telling you tonight. I attach my life to what I'm telling you tonight. I do. Are there people who are my small circle and who are also friends, who are idika imeri's friends out there? If you are watching on Facebook, or if you are watching on YouTube and other places, please, I want to ask you for something. I have been in this office for almost like 2 months. I've been walking like a donkey, crazy like a cow. Lizzie, sorry, I still talk about cows. Okay, I've been at work like a cow, like 24 hours sometimes, the entire day and night, to be able to prepare for the changes that has to be. Are there people who can sponsor me for a little vacation? I would like to go on a quiet vacation to recover before I start my New York, California, and and Washington D.C. Conferences. I need to get away, and let me tell you also why I need a vacation. I need a vacation because I'm going to be doing recording of our shows for our various channels, especially the celebrity show. I'm going to be recording some very important in some beautiful cities in America. I want to go to about 2 or 3 cities and do some recording. So can I have people who can sponsor me financially? I mean, let's pick 100 people, and let's say 50 give $1,000, 50 give 500, and then the rest of you who you have what you have, just be honest. Then send something quality, because I want to shoot quality videos. And also, I need people to help us buy modern camera. Or if you want to buy one for me, please do and ship it to me. Just let me know that it's coming so that I look forward to it, so that we can use it to shoot quality videos. Because we need, now that YouTube have said we are going to start having advertisers, that's good. So they will need something very quality, very, very nice. Yeah. So that's how it's going to be. There will be some days that once we finish fixing what we are fixing, we will fix the day that I will be broadcasting only to people on Twitter and Periscope, and days that I will be ministering on each of our channels to people on Facebook only also. So those of you who want to give towards the New York, California, and Washington, D.C. conference, please do. And those who want to support us in new equipment, especially we need a good quality video camera. And those of you who want to help me travel to shoot and to have a little vacation, then I can fly from there straight to DC, then to New York, then to California, and then back. And then that's it for the year. And then I'll start the fasting for each of you. I mean, I have files that I've prepared for each person that I'm taking with me to begin preparing for next year. And also remember that we will have our end of year conference. It will not be a long one. It will be maybe 7 days, things like that. I don't know how the Holy Ghost is going to move on this. But I want next year, when we will have a worldwide convention, people will be coming from all over the world. It's going to be a celebration of success and good things that has happened to you. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see that. Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that. And let me tell you, there have been people who are following our ministries who have spotted quality opportunity. And because of the Spirit of God that I have put into them and what I've been ministering, opportunity just blossomed, just like that. I picked a young man 2 years ago who came to our convention, a young man from Shreveport, Louisiana. And I sat him down because I really love this young man. He's a he's nice looking. He's very intelligent, very humble, very loyal to me. And he has the quality of royalty. And I said to him, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to take a 1-year college classes. I want you to go to community college. And I didn't tell him do this or do that. I went straight to what I want him to do. Because immediately I saw him, I knew that he should be an electrical technician. So I said to him, I want you to be an electrical technician. If you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for me. Because I'm going to need you. Most of you do not know why. When I tell you go into something, it's because I'm looking at the crowd that is coming. There is a crowd coming to us. What we are doing now is not what we are going to be doing tomorrow. It's going to be bigger than me. And access to me will be available to my circle and covenant partners and my small friend and the circle of friends. Seriously. And that is why if you develop relationship with me now, it's very important. Because those are the people I'm going to focus on tomorrow, no matter how busy I'm going to be. And when this explode, where you are now, you'll be pulled out to do something bigger with me and with us. And you will have a bigger pay, twice what you are making right now. So when I ask you, go to college, become a medical doctor, please go. Go and become an RN, please go. Go and become an accountant, please go. Take your certification or licensure, please do it. So I told this young man, go. I'll be behind you financially, I'll be behind you in any way. After that convention in Wichita, Kansas, the Imeri Ministry Convention, I think that was 2016, he went home and he started his career. He started his studies, his program. Today, he has a brand new car. Today, he has a nice job in the oil field. He's working in the oil field as an electrical technician. Why? He listened to the voice of Idika Imeri, a prophet from God.
Hallelujah. Amen.
He reached a point where the school books could not come true and the money couldn't come true. I sent my own personal money here because I wanted to see him finish. I told him, let girlfriend lie down low because I need you more than I need girlfriend. I need you more than I need your girlfriend or the girls around you. Tell the girls to go first. Let them leave you. I need you to finish this. This is more important to me than girlfriends. You will have better girls. They will be running after you if you can do what I asked you to do. And today, quality are running after him. And now we are in the selection of yes, no, 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 no. Why? Because he has entered into high class. That's what happened when a man from God like me tells you, go into this area. Stop running. And there are many of you, when I notice that you are serious and that you have the right kind of temperament, then I will approach you and tell you, go into this. I don't want people that are coming to give me excuse why they couldn't do it. So I'm just telling you my success story. My success story in ministry. A lady called me from Arizona. No, from Seattle, Washington. And she said, her friend's father is in the hospital. They are making a decision to get him off from his, what do we call that? They'll put him on life support. So they are now calling the family to come together for him to be taken out of life support so that he can pass away peacefully. They are about to come and shoot him. What is it that they normally shoot them? Is it morphine so that he doesn't feel pain and then go ahead with the other stuff and let him go quietly? And this lady said to them, her name is Maria. So I'm just letting you know, this is real. This is real people. She's from Mexico, but she's an American citizen. Maria said to them, there is a prophet from God in Wichita, Kansas. And he's not like any other one. He knows what he's talking about. If he consult God and knows that it's not yet the time for this person to go, he will do something about it. Why don't we call him before you sign this paper? The doctor and the nurse, they brought the paper for the family to sign, and they are now asking for organ donation and all of that. So my phone rang. So I pick it up. Maria said, Padre, I'm here. Bishop, I'm here. I said, what is it, Maria? Maria said, you see, the man that I used to tell you about, I used to go and live with them and all of that, he's passing away. And they want to take him on life support because he's completely, nothing is working. You remember? I said, yeah, I remember that man. Some few years ago, you talk about him. He said, well, the papers are here. They are now waiting. The doctors and the rest, they want this to be signed so that he will go. That's what we want to do. The will is ready. The daughter has it now. The attorney is here. Everybody assembled in the hospital, right there in Washington, in the state of Washington. Thank you, Doc. So she said, I have told them that they should call you. So this time she's talking to me. She's putting everyone on speaker. The doctor was there. The nurses were there. Other doctors were there. This was a hard thing for them to do. The daughter of this man is crying. So Maria said, so Bishop, what should we do about this? I said, well, hold on. Let me go to the altar and talk to God. And suddenly, you don't need to go to the altar. Talk to me. I'm right here. I'm the one that sent her. Command the spirit of death to leave the man, and it will. That's all you need to do. You don't need to pray. You don't need to read the Bible. You don't need to sing. You don't need to tell them because they are Catholics. You don't need to go and tell them to go and pray to Mary or to Michael or to Gabriel or to Uriel or Raphael or whoever. Whoever the hell some of these crazy angels are. So I said, okay. I noticed that everyone is listening. She said, yes. I said, in the name of my God, whose name is Jesus, I command you, spirit. I wasn't talking to the physical body of the man. I was speaking to the man's spirit. So I said, what's the man's name? Pronounce his full name. And they did. And I shouted, come back. Don't start leaving because he has started to go. Come back. Come back 3 times. I rebuke you, spirit of death. Get out. And now I give you back the life God gave you until you live out the rest of your life on the earth. And suddenly, there was a rattling. The man began to shake. Like something, like a thunderbolt hit him. He began to shake. Nancy, I would like you to play this video again and write out, you and Lizzie, and write out these 2 testimonies that I've given today. About my son that is now an electrical technician. And this one. There was a shaking. And then he opened his eyes. And everybody clapped. And they started thanking me. I said, don't thank me, thank God. I didn't do anything about it. He left the same day. That man left the hospital the same day and they went back home. That's how I know. He left the hospital the same day and they went back home.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Think about it.
That's amazing.
Number 3. So that you keep hearing, because there are a lot of things that has happened in my ministry that I have started telling the story. Number 3 story that you need to hear. There's a woman that is on this conference line. You need to know this just happened. Last Monday, the son started a great work. College is not for everybody. You should know this. Please make sure you also write out completely this one. So this woman has been complaining to me about the son. The son is into music. The son is into this and that. and all his classmates from high school, they are all into better job. They are all into college. He's not interested in college. So after, like when those blind men were running after Jesus and shouting, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on us! Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on us!" And this woman has been complaining to me, complaining to me. This woman has received a lot of miracles already from God through me. So I said to her, "I'm going to ask you to give me your son. And I'm going to do something so that you will be happy the rest of your life. I've already done something for the daughter, for the bigger son, and now this is the last born." Because this is a woman who will not take a no for an answer. I'm serious. She will not take a no for an answer. She will torment me and bully me. I'm serious. You guys do not know what torment means. There are women who are there are women who when they step into your life, it's like you got hit by an elephant. I'm serious. She tormented me for almost a whole year. Then one day I reacted. I said to her, call her. I said, "I'm going to do what you want for your son. Finally. I'm going to get him out of the little job he's doing into a real job." And then I sat down in my office and the spirit left and went to him. And I stood behind the son. I'm now telling you what I do. I stood behind that woman's son. He was watching TV, and I stood behind him. That's what they used me to do. And I spoke. I shoot words into his mind. Because the problem was not on the spiritual realm, it was on the mind realm. You have to know where the problem is. And I shoot powerful words into his mind. He rose up from the TV place and went into his room, turned on his computer, and that was the end of it. That guy is making a lot of money right now. And if the mother is listening, that's just the first pay package he's having. It's that big money that he's earning now. I hope, I hope you send his offerings, his burnt offering for what has happened. I hope you send it very quickly because I need it.
Amen.
That child began his official job. I think it was either Monday before last or this week Monday. I don't know which one exactly. But he has started. And he's earning a paycheck that is huge. And more promotion is coming. If God did it through me for this woman who will not take no for an answer, who pestered my life and tormented me for one whole year. She told me, "Why don't you just turn this prophetic power on?" I say, "It's not mine. It doesn't belong to me. I don't just turn it on whenever I want to. It's when they come upon me, then it's turned on." Now she's smiling and laughing and asking me when I'm coming to their city for the family to rejoice with me. I want you to hear some of this testimony so that you know the kind of God you're following. And this is where we bring our program of today to an end. I want you to watch this to the end. Watch it to the end. Watch it over and over. Watch these things so that it can sink into you. Because what God did for that young man in Louisiana, what God did for Marie and that family in Washington State, and what God did for this woman and her son right in the United States, not far, 2 hours from where I am. 2 hours from where I am. He will do for you. He will do for you. He will do for you. Good night and have a happy weekend. I am Idika Imeri and I'm waiting for your call. Go to www.idikaimeri.com or idikaimeriministry.com and you can contact us. Thank you very much. And if you don't know how to use the internet, simply pick your phone and call 316-665-4400. Or if there is no one who picks it up, call 316-512-6944 and somebody will help you. If you want to buy a product or you want to buy any of our services, we'll be ready. Thank you very, very much. Bye-bye.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank you.